Hello, favorite Mr.Who reviews. And today we're in the Teenage Mutant Turtles 2003 Bishop's Gambit. Now, in this, Bishop has his Black Ops goons place some devices around the city of New York and in the sewers. And they let off a sound that irritates certain animals and seems to irritate Master Splinter and Leatherhead. And when the turtles get themselves and Splinter topside, they get surrounded by bits of goons. And yeah, they able to get Splinter and the bits of saying that his men can just wipe out the turtles. But luckily, Leatherhead was there, and yeah, they don't really show what he did. I think they might either kill them or just wound them a little, but yeah. And the turtles wake up in Leatherhead's uh, home. Professor Honeycutt is there as well in his new body. Yeah, there's some happened in the third scene I won't get into right now, but it's a good 3-part. But I don't know why they doesn't make the whole thing like a 6-parter at time. So yeah, and the turtles able to recognize that the guys that are after him were connected to Bishop, and he does look over the subway train they got from a previous episode to see if there's a way to get it back to where Bishop is, and turns out thanks to Let Have find it, there's a return thing on it. And yeah, with Bishop Master Splinter, he just gives a little bit of his backstory to give the name of the government group he's part of, known as the Earth Protection Force or the EPF, part of the government that was made while General when President Grant was in charge to fight against extraterrestrials. It turns out Bishop has been either experimenting or doing autopsies on aliens for years, and there's a lot of them. And Splinter's along the line. It's just the newest thing he's taking DNA from. Since he's been making clones that he says are the next evolution of humanity, and just thanks to the fact that Splinter's mutated rat DNA is closely human, he's able to push his project further. And his prototype for the clones is he named it the Slayer, and he plans of just getting his clones into its society, and if they need to snuff somebody out, he just order them, since he says he implanted some fine techniques into them, and he does, and there is a good scene that shows that Bishop went to the Thanos school of villainy, since Splinter asked what if his people were snuffed out, but Bishop was saying that he had a simulation that showed that'd be beneficial for humanity if out of the 57% of the population were snuffed out. Yeah. Anyway, then I get the lure of the subway train that the Turtles have is come back, and yeah, the big fight sequence, and Leatherhead is able to hold the door open for a while for it closes and to separate the turtle from Splinter. But he gets separated from the turtle himself unless he attacks Bishop's goons. And yeah, turtles get into a fight with this Bishop's the Slayer, and eventually the helmet or mask he was wearing gets cut or knocked off, or just takes it off, and yeah, it shows that it's a Bishop uh, clone slash cyborg, and able to climb on walls, go invisible, and it just turns head in a 360 sort of way. Yeah, and while that's going on, Professor Honeycutt tries to get a Splinter out of the tube where this liquid supposed to be supposed to like freeze him or something. And Splinter is able to get out and he has to set a fight with Bishop where they just argue what Bishop's doing is right or wrong. And yeah, there's like some stereotypical stuff. And I do like guess Splinter's line when he's saying that the world has enough monsters and I don't need bishops. Yeah, it's good. And eventually the troll is able to beat Bishop's Slayer by putting it into one of the tubes and just getting the freezing water into it. And there's a lot of explosions, and Splinter actually gets the Bishop to shock himself. And yeah, by the sound he was making after the explosion, it sounded like he got like stabbed in somewhere, and they don't really show him so what happened. You just hear his voice when he's saying that the trolls that will pay. And while the place is exploding and flooding, one of the tubes of that has one bit of his clones gets get, gets thrown in or just falls into a pipeline or something. And they will find the trolls they find this elevator or something to Midtown. Yeah, the only Leatherhead in with them, but maybe he can be back up with them at some point. But hmm. And episode ends with the Prince saying that men like Bishop are hard to destroy. Yeah, I really like Agent Bishop in this, and he is a original character for the show. Just showing up at some point in the beginning of season 3, and his backstory actually gets some more like expanded upon in season 4, and yeah, just find out a lot more about him in season 4, like why he's with the EPF and how he was able to survive at this confrontation with the turtles and that. And I do kind of like that he's more than a match against Master Splinter and the turtles with the fights he had in this and his introduction uh, episodes from the beginning of season 3. And I do kind of like his voice actor. He sounds a little slimy sometimes. I don't know, with the way he speaks. And he does seem a kind of evil, but he thinks he's serving the greater good by doing all these horrible things. And yeah, I think he's just a good character, and they kind of brought him back in the 2012 Turtle series. He was okay, but I think that for this version, that's like I prefer the version of the Hun and this compared to the version in the 2012 series, but that's my opinion. And yeah, it was a great episode, and I've got to mention that yeah, did a further character development for Bishop in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward series or season. So, I mean, the guy did in when I'm in that was pretty good. So, mm. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.